Welcome back to Butter Smooth Crypto. Today we're diving into two major technical analysis. First up is Jasmy, and after the break we'll be looking at Chainlink. But before we get started, we need your help. We're pushing for 1,000 subscribers, and right now we're at 642. Every subscriber, like, share, and comment helps us grow and keep bringing you the quality crypto content. Alright, enough of that, let's get into the video. Alright guys, the next one we got is gonna be Jasmy. That's another popular one.
All right here, right above Shiba.
Alright, perfect. Alright guys, we'll be doing live technical analysis on Jasmy. I'm gonna hand it over to Crypto Poppy.
All right, so we have Jasmy, which I would argue that it's Jasmy, paired with the US dollar weekly time frame data is coming from Coinbase. So you could see Jasmy did have a beautiful run up to the upside. We had our overhead trend lines guiding us, and I really did think we were going to just come down, bounce off the red box of support, and come back and retest this trend line. But that's not the case here. You could see we came up on December 2nd, 2024, retested that trend line to the upside, and that baby said, not today, not today. What do we say to the goddess of death? Not today. And that thing, Jasmy, came straight down. So you could see from the top of the wick roughly to about 2 weeks later when we finally cooled down was about a 45% movement to the downside in about a 2-week time frame. We did come back up to retest our red box of resistance, right? We came back below it, so it's not support anymore. It really did not act as support. You could see we melted I guess we did come back down, retest it. We were bought back up, but the very next week we came straight through it. For 3 weeks, we retested it each week, the top of the red box before melting down. We came up and tried to retest the bottom of the red box, didn't quite make it before continuing to the downside. So we are making higher lows compared to our previous lows. That's a bullish sign on its own. But again, we've already wicked pretty low to really say that we're creating higher lows. But again, as long as the candle bodies are closing above previous low candle bodies, then we are creating higher lows. Hopefully we do that and we start to come back above the red box of resistance and get candle bodies to close above it, right? We want to see the wicks to the downside retesting the box and the candle bodies closing above the box. So Jasmy, I don't know, just like one of the other coins, I don't know where it's going to go because we're sort of in no man's land. We're not coming back up to the red box of resistance. We're not very close to the trend line anymore, overhead trend line. We have our red horizontal ray acting as support. But again, if we lose the blue, not red, if we lose the blue horizontal ray, we're coming back to some lows that we haven't seen in quite some time, which is below a penny for Jasmy. And we're currently at a little over 2 pennies right now, not quite 2.5. So if we break this blue box of support or horizontal ray, we're coming back down to being back under a penny for Jasmy. But hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we're creating some higher lows and we're going to continue back up to the upside. Roughly from current price to our red box of resistance would be about 60 to 70%, depending on where we land in the box. From roughly current price to our overhead trend line as resistance is 181%. So beautiful movement to the upside, great movement to the upside, little risky movement to the downside. Whoops, clicked it too early. Because from current price roughly to breaking below our blue horizontal ray would be about 27%. Then if we lose that level, coming back down to under a penny would be about downside of about 68%. So a lot of downside movement for Jasmy, a lot of upside movement for Jasmy. It just comes down to, do you hold the token? Do you have some available USDC or USDC? Are you still a believer in the token and what they're building and what they're doing? Those are questions you need to ask yourself when it comes to Jasmy.
That was Jasmy, or Jasmy, however you want to say it. There's a lot of potential for the downside, a lot of potential for the upside. Safest bet to do, just hold strong if you don't have any more money. If you have a little bit of more money, play it safe. Don't just dump it all. Not financial advice. Don't just dump it all to buy the dip, because it could dip a little more.
Excuse me.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah. So, let's say you buy a little bit of dip and it goes up. All right, fine. You didn't lose anything. You made money. Goes down a little bit, then you could, bring down your dollar cost average. Anyway, that was that for Jasmy. That wraps up our Jasmy analysis. If you found that breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment, and let us know your thoughts. Every bit of support helps us get to the 1,000 subscriber goal. Now, let's switch gears and take a deep dive into Chainlink. See, making some big moves, so let's break it down. All right, now back into the video. The next one we got on the list is gonna be Chainlink.
Oh, Chainlink, beautiful.
Yeah, let's wait a little bit. Let's see.
All right, no, that's up here on my list.
Okay.
All right, yes, sir.
All right, we'll be doing technical analysis on Chainlink. I'm gonna hand it over to Crypto Poppy. Go ahead.
All right, we have Chainlink paired with the US dollar weekly time frame. Data's coming in from Coinbase. We have our overall Fibonacci drawn swing high, which is May 10th, 2021, excuse me. Swing low looks like June 5th, 2023. You could see here we've just bounced through it. I have the red box here for a wick that needs to be filled, as well as here. Even though that wick has technically already been filled, I could delete that, but I'm not going to right now because it looks like I could move it from here to these wicks here that are going to need to be filled in the very near future. So you can see we've bounced around through our overall big Fibonacci. We went years of consolidating, going sideways before moving back up to the 236 fib, taking a while to break above it, finally break above it, and of course, what do? Come back below it. But then we come back above it for about 2 weeks before melting back down to the downside. Consolidation, we made some higher lows from our previous lows, and we moved to the upside, which that was roughly from the low to the wick high was about 202%. Sorry, I clicked out of that awfully fast before getting rejected back down, which happened to line up with our red box that needed to be filled with the wick. I know these are usually my red boxes of support / resistance, but with Chainlink it's not. The current week, let's zoom in and take a look at it. So the current week is already looking good, and hopefully Chainlink is going to be one of the coins leading the market, because we came back down on Chainlink. We retested the 236 fib level before getting instantly bought back up. So it looks like that's a beautiful movement with Chainlink. That's exactly what you want to see, is coming down to fib level, getting bought back up instantly. But now let's carry that momentum, and let's see this weekly time frame close above this about month and a half of chop, right? Month and a half of chop. So let's come up and close probably in our red box, if not above our two previous high candles, which are at candle body tops are about $29.20. So sure, that would be about a $9 movement, would be a huge movement to the upside from current price, with Chainlink to get above here, which would be about, can't line it up, about 41%. So a big movement to the upside, but if any token can do it, is Chainlink. Has a huge following, a lot of money flows in and out of Chainlink on a regular basis. It's obviously on Coinbase. People love Chainlink. So let's see if Chainlink can lead the example, lead the market, and put in its next leg higher.
Man, it has a lot of good movement, huh?
Yeah, not too much to say about Chainlink because it's bounced off of its Fibonacci level. Hopefully it could hold that for the next 5 days and just continue higher.
So Chainlink's looking good. Just hold. That's all you could do now. That's all we're doing. We're not taking any risks right now, especially in this no man's land, like Crypto Poppy says. Nobody really knows what's going on, and we don't know until things start moving.
True.
But anyways, that was that for Chainlink.